This is the 55th episode of God's Chosen podcast. Today we are going to talk about unconditional love. We are going to break down what it means to me and give an example of a couple that I think exhibits this kind of love. Let's dive in. Enjoy.
What up, y'all? It's your boy, God's Chosen. So, today, I want to talk about something that's a little taboo. It's a little unorthodox. It's a little bit different, It's something that's like rare, hard to find, like treasure. Oh, precious. I want to talk about unconditional love. So we got many different types of love. You got real love. You got fake. You got pretentious, wannabe love, but it's not really. We got all those things, man. So like, what does it mean, man, when somebody says, "Well, I love you"? That's a crazy question, because what we think it or what it mean to us might not be what it mean to them, So like, when somebody is like, "I love you," and you like, "I love you too," and because y'all said the same things, you think that it mean the same thing and actually don't. You know what I mean? Let's dive into it. So, like, for me, since I was little, I was always wanted to have that kind of love where it was unconditional. I mean, that don't mean like I go crazy, do whatever I want, and there are no consequences. That's not what I mean. Now, there's always consequences for your actions. It don't mean take advantage of somebody, and because they love me, they gotta forgive me every single time. That's not what it is. No, that doesn't mean that, because I use the term unconditional love. I get to treat somebody however I want to treat them and make them feel bad and abuse them. That's not what that is. So I know a lot of people will go down that road because, "Oh, you're supposed to love me unconditionally." But that don't mean I let you treat me any kind of way and let you do me bad. That's not what that means. Only a sinister person would think along those lines. Somebody that don't really truly understand the concept of unconditional love. Right? So I'm going to talk what it mean to me, what I envision it is. And I don't know, maybe some people agree with me. But yeah, so for me, it's like, it's strong, it's powerful, it's unique, it's special, different, and it's exclusive to me and mine. You know what I'm saying? It's exclusive. Because I feel like everybody would want that, right? Everybody would want something where there's additional love, and really it just give you the space and the freedom to be who you are. And you're not judging every little thing. You give people room to be who they are. You get people to grow within a connection. You're not sweating them. You're not trying to control them. You're not trying to manipulate them. Like most of these connections is all about lies, deceit, manipulation, control. People pretending to be something they're not in order to get something from you. That's what most of these connections are, if we be real. Not, you got You got people out there who understand what love is, and they willing to go the extra mile to show and prove that, you know, what it is. They down with it. They care enough to express it to their partner. You know what I mean? They're not on no selfish junk, they out there and they really loving them for real. They really down for them for real. They're not playing no games. They serious. You got people out there that will pretend to love you, especially when they feel like there's a little competition. Now they want to love you, right? Before they was acting this way, they was treating you bad. They was abandoning you. They was neglecting you. They was just dogging you out. They was on their own thing. You was on your own thing. But now they got a little competition in the mix, and now they want to pretend to be in love with you. They want to pretend like, they love you. They want to pretend like they always loved you, and now they looking like they got their stuff together, but not really. They still doing everything behind your back. They still trying to do slick stuff to manipulate and control you on the low. Still trying to, abuse you and emotionally. You know what I mean? If they can't do it physically, they just try to make your life hell. And if you let them in, they can cause a lot of havoc. I'm saying they can cause a whole lot of problems in your situation, potential future situations, whatever you got going on, really. They just want to be in the mix so they can be nosy and they can try to shut down whatever it is you got going on. And they use that word love like they really love you when they don't really love you. They love themselves. You know what I mean? And they really wouldn't even be acting up if there wasn't no competition, if somebody else wasn't trying to step up and be the person that you need them to be. So, they don't even have love for you, like talking about how they gonna have unconditional love for you. They probably don't even know what that is. They can't even, that doesn't register in their mind. When somebody say that, they're like, what, huh? What's that? They don't know what that is. They're going to maybe Google it. They're going to Google it and try to be the definition of it, right? But they don't really know what it is because it's not something you can really Google. Google will tell you what it is, but it's deeper than, it's way deeper, You got people out there that are pretty much experts at Google, and they use Google to try to trick you and fool you to make you think they're a certain way when they're not, right? They're doing research. You know what I'm saying? But you can't fall for that. You got to be wiser. You got to see through the tricks. You can only pretend for so long because realness is always going to be real. Fakeness is always going to be fake. Fakeness will always be exposed. Like right now, I know I got people out there still trying to be me, still trying to pretend to be me. They watching me, they copying me, they doing whatever they think I would do. They stealing my slang, they stealing my verbiage, they stealing anything they could think of stealing to portray like they me. They probably out there still doing magic and stuff to deceive people, to make them think X, Y, Z. I don't know. More than likely they are, because that's who they are. You know what I'm saying? But is it working though? That's the question. You got God on your side. It's a little different. Game change up. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, back to the subject, man. We talking about unconditional. I wonder how many of y'all out there have really experienced that? How many of y'all can speak to that? How many of y'all can say, like, it was this one time in my life where I had this partner and he actually did something like that where, it was beautiful, it was magical, it was just different. The energy was different, the vibe was different, the whole thing was different. You know what I'm saying? But like we was really happy in the situation. It was, we made it work. I'm not saying there won't be no issues and no problems, but we loved each other enough to do what we needed to do to make the relationship grow and thrive and prosper. You know what I'm saying? And we always kept each other in mind when we was doing things, because that's just how we rolled. That's just how we rock with it. You know, we kept it real on every front. We didn't cheat. We didn't feel the need to. It's just a deeper connection. It's really just a deeper connection where, like, it's just transparent. It's honest. It's just, raw. It's raw. You know what I'm saying? We going with it. Like, when you know you're that person that you'll just ride it down with, no matter what. Like, it just, the whole situation changed. The whole thing is different. You know, like, you find somebody where you know, like, this is my person. Like, there's nobody else that's gonna make me, like, feel like this. There's nobody else that I want to actually live this life with. There's nobody else that I want to experience the highs and lows with, you know? Hopefully, you know, one day I can find that person, and that'll be dope. Somebody that experienced the highs and lows with. Sometimes, man, you got, sometimes it's wild because you got ops, you got ops out, ops. They don't want to see you. They don't want to see you prosper. They want to see you make it. They don't want to see you obtain, you know, a level of success, happiness that you deserve. You know, you put in the work. Why shouldn't you get it? You're doing the work. Every day you're working on yourself. You're trying to be, you know, a better person, trying to be better for yourself, better for everybody around you. You know, the opposites, they hating. But you know, honestly, if you keep first, you ain't really gotta worry about it, man. Don't, you ain't gotta worry about that. Just keep doing what you're doing, keep striving, keep building yourself to be better every day, you know, and just be thankful. Keep pushing, man. I feel like if anybody ever experienced something that was unconditional, even close to it, like, they would know, they would remember. This stands out. It's different from everything else. You know what I'm saying? It's way different. I don't know if I could say like I ever experienced that. I can't really say that. I could say, like, I don't know, man, because I'm be honest with you. Like, at a time in my year, love was a hard thing to grasp. It was hard because, and it wasn't like I had a problem with it, but I would always show people love. I would always give people love. And it was like, I really never got it back like that. Never really got it back like that. It was always just, I felt like they just wanted something like that. You know, it's just different. Like, I never really met nobody where we felt the same about or view of what love was or what it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I watch I watch some of these shows, and it's a little bit like unrealistic sometimes, the portrayal of what is on some of these shows, some of these rom-coms and all these different it's a little bit unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? But there are little pieces and little tidbits of things where you could be like, okay, you know, that gesture right there, that move right there that was made, that's a gesture of unconditional love. That was a dope move right there. That was cool. You know, you could tell a lot from just studying certain things. And, you know, I'm going to tell you like this though, the real test, the real test is when you out and about and people see you and yours and they can see it on your faces. You know what I'm saying? That both of you, where y'all supposed to be, that's the real test. When other people see you two together and how they respond to you and how they notice how you respond to each other, how you treat each other. And it's like noticed everywhere you go. That's when you know you got something special for real. Because it's like, wow, look at them two. That's different. That's, you know, they like in their own little world. They're doing their own little thing. That's when you know you got something. When everybody else is telling you you got something, that's when you know you got something. Like when, and really, like, it's crazy because people will notice that sometimes before the people that's in a relationship or situation know it. People will notice it even before them sometimes. Or even if they notice it, they will be like, damn, what's up with her? What's up with him? You know? And they'll, and I'm not gonna lie. The crazy part about it is, you know how you would think like everybody would want somebody to have that. No, everybody don't want you to have that. Everybody don't want you to have that type of relationship because they don't got it. So they jealous. And so they're gonna do whatever they can to throw a fork in between what y'all got going on. So it don't work. They're gonna throw salt on this person and they're gonna try to talk to this person on the slide behind your back, and then they're gonna talk to you behind his back and try to separate y'all, try to break y'all up with the words and the lingo and the language and the things. They're gonna say, oh, he said this about you. Oh, she said that about you. They're gonna try to break y'all up before y'all really get together, like, because they don't want to see it because they never had it in their life. They jealous. Sad but true. Sad but true. I wish it was like that. I wish everybody really was genuinely happy for somebody when, you know, they met their person, they actually trying to build a life and build a solid foundation with their person so they can go together. They can build together. They can make change together. You know, I wish that was more what the vibes was. I wish that was the real. But unfortunately, that's not what it is. You got people out there that want to plot scheme and plan to sabotage connections like that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you something. I feel like Megan Good and Jonathan Majors, I feel like that is like a dope connection. So I seen how she like stood by him through all that mess, you know. A lot of women would have bounced. A lot of women would have left. They would have been like, nah, I ain't putting up with this. And she was coming off a divorce too. She was coming off a divorce, messing with Jonathan, and she held him down. She was by his side the whole time. Like, that is a queen. That is a queen for real, Megan Good. Salute. Where you was doing your thing. Like, if there was a class on Hold Me Down, you get an A straight up. You passed flying colors. You did your thing. And I'm saying that because honestly, when I watch y'all together, y'all seem like twins to me. Y'all seem like twins because, and I think you feel it too. I bet y'all just have like a real fun, goofy, crazy time with each other. Y'all could play around. Y'all could be yourselves. Y'all could be cool. Y'all could pretty much do whatever, and it'd be cool. It would be fun as y'all with each other. You know, I really respect how she held them down because, let's be honest, y'all, your boy was probably innocent of what they tried to convict him of. The way they portrayed him in the media, that could not have been true. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that situation where somebody tried to make him look a certain way, they tried to discredit that man. They wanted to ruin that man. They did not want that man back on TV at all. You know what I mean? They cost that man millions of dollars. That's what they wanted. They wanted him to have nothing. They would have been happy if she left. You know? And the things that they were saying was really targeted at women, so all the women would hate him. And you know what? Once the women hate you, it's a wrap. If you watch those proceedings and you watch what happened, everything was geared towards making him be like this abusive type dude. And automatically right there, you losing all the support of women. But Megan looked like, yo, I see them and I see that unconditional. I see that. I see that proof in the pudding. Like she stood by your boy through the ups, through the downs, everything. Like she wasn't doubting. She was solid because she was like, I know this man. I know this man. She was like, there is no way he's guilty of anything that they're saying. And I'm talking about when you got somebody that know how you move, they know how you flex, just know your heart, period. And they not going to let you, and they not going to let anybody tell them different. They not going to let no third party, they not going to let no outside person lie on them. They just be like, no, I know what this is. I can see what you're doing. You a liar. You trying to play me. You trying to trick me out my person. I ain't going to let you trick me out my person. I know who he is. He's solid. He down. He been there for me. I'm going to be there for him. That's that unconditional. That's like a perfect example. I've been keeping my eye on that situation, man. I really love her. She's dope. I love him too. He's dope. You know? Because most black couples would not have made it through this situation, if I'm being honest. Black couples today, you know what I'm saying? Most women would have been like, oh, you did it. You hit her. Oh, blah, blah. I'm out here. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? It would have been gone. Like real quick. He would have been doing all of that by himself. And the crazy part is, like, I think he was found guilty, but she know he not guilty. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you got a woman that'll stand by you, even through a guilty verdict, knowing that he was being railroaded, knowing that it was character assassination, knowing that they was lying on that man, knowing that they was trying to ruin that. She is a down ass chick, straight, held him down. And I know if the roles were reversed, he would have been right there for her as well. I know that. You know? Really respect, and I really respect again for that. She really held him down. There's a lot of things she could have did, man, if she wasn't like a strong black woman, if she didn't know who she was, and if she didn't know who he was. There was a lot of things she could have did. She could have panicked. She could have overreacted. She could have got caught up in all the hype. She could have listened to her friends, because you know her friends was probably telling her, like, yo, I don't know, man, this might not be good for you. You know, he looking like an abuser. He looking like a woman beater. Like, this might mess with your career. This might not be a good move for your career. Shorty was like, nah, bump. I'm standing by my man, 10 toes down. Like, well, again, I salute. That's that real shit. That's what I want in my life. I want me a making good. You feel me? Somebody that'll ride for me like that. I ride for them like they, us against the world. You know what I'm saying? Because we seen so much of that fake stuff. We seen where, as soon as everything starts going bad, like somebody is out like quick. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the bank account took a hit. I'm out. Can't stay with you no more. It's not like, okay, the bank account took a hit. Let's regroup. Let's get back. Let's get together and figure out, you know, how we can get this back. Let's figure out how we can get that back times more. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real stuff. They ain't doing that. They're like, oh, you ain't got no more money. I'm out. All right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So what was this? Was this actually love, or was this you love money? What was it? You me or the money? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We've all had that, and I'm good with that. I'm sure a lot of people good with, you know, because we could tell when people are with us for ulterior motives. We could tell when it's not real. We can just tell. We can feel it, man. You can pick it up. You know, it's just pretty obvious, and you wouldn't understand that if you the person that's out for the money. You wouldn't get it. But man, I'm hoping like one day I could experience that to the fullest with my person, unconditional. Just for real. Just something we're here. Sometimes we don't even have to speak, but we know what we're thinking. We know what's going down, you know? Know it's out there. Know it's out there. It'll find me. I ain't tripping. It'll find me. It'll come. I know God got me. It'll be cool. Despite everybody that's trying to oppose, don't even matter who oppose. You know what I'm saying? It's about who God chose. God always choose people for you. If God choose somebody for you, you're going to see them one way or another. It may not even, if it's not this lifetime, it'll probably be another lifetime, but you're going to see them, you're going to find them. You know what I mean? Gotta always do you right no matter what. It don't matter what other people try to do or say. God know what he doing, you know? So if people are in your life, people are not in your life, God gonna make it do what it do, man. You ain't never gotta worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like unconditional type love. It's just, it's strong, it's powerful, it's different, man. I hope everybody get to experience that at some point in their life, exploring what that means to them, and they get what they want. They get exactly what they want in that relationship, man, because it's a little different. It's rare, special. It's deep. It's not surface level. People won't even understand that. There's so much to those types of relationships. So much you won't even be able to actually put into. It's just a whole nother level. Look, y'all, I'm gonna leave it right there for now, man. I want to revisit this at a later date, but right now I'm gonna leave it right there. I love y'all. It's your boy, God's Chosen. and I'm out.